Welcome to the Create Today podcast. I'm your host, Karen Stanley, certified rapid transformational therapist and hypnotherapist. And my passion is helping women heal from the past and learn how to create the life they love one day at a time. Hello, welcome, aloha. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So how does RTT work? Like, what happens in an RTT session? So before the session, you and I will have a discussion. We'll have a consultation. We'll talk about what issue you would like to focus on. And then we will talk about what you want your life to look like. And we'll talk briefly right before the session. We'll have a consultation before. If you want to move forward, then we'll chit chat before the session. Okay? During the session can be done either on Zoom, so you can do it from your own amazing house, in your pajamas, in your most comfortable chair. You can be as comfortable wherever you are, and we can do it on Zoom. You can also come to the office. I've had several people come to the office. If you happen to live in Gilbert, Arizona, if we're neighbors, then come on by. During the session, we first start off by getting you into a relaxed state. Well, I'm not getting you to do anything. I am guiding you, and you are taking yourself on a journey to relaxation, to self-realization. You're going inward. We're going to search for the answers to the questions of why and when and where and how did this issue come up? What is the root cause of the issue? Whatever issue it is, it could be anxiety or a habit that you don't want anymore, or a behavior you don't like, or just excessive negative thoughts, or depression, could be eating disorders or weight loss even. And once we do that, your relaxed state, we access the subconscious mind. And the reason why we use hypnosis for RTT, it's not just hypnotherapy, we utilize hypnosis in the method itself. And then we use all kinds of other strategies and tools during the session. We go on discovery. We do some detective work. The brilliant mind always knows the root cause of whatever you're struggling with. It's so amazing. Every time my mind is blown, in my own sessions as the client and in every session as a therapist with my clients, they are always surprised by what the mind shows them as the root cause. It's brilliant. Once you're in that relaxed state, you turn down the conscious mind. I like to call it the monkey brain. Get monkey brain out of the way so we can do the detective work. And then your mind will bring up, we call it regression. It'll bring up a memory that is the root cause, because as we grow up, it could be yesterday, but most of them are in childhood or our teenage years. We are trying to process the things that are happening around us. We're literally downloading everything around us, trying to make meaning of it. And we have attached meaning to all of it that may or may not serve us now. It may or may not be true now. It was then. And so once the mind shows you what the root cause is, then we get to talk about it. We have an open dialogue while you're in hypnosis. I say that in quotes because you don't feel hypnotized. You just feel relaxed. You're able to talk freely. We are not reliving the past. We are just reviewing it, just like you would on a computer. You're just reviewing it. So sometimes it can be something that was very sensitive and not fun at all, but you don't have to worry about what will come up because you're just reviewing it. You're in a relaxed state, but also a lot of the memories that come up, they're seemingly benign. I remember one of my memories that came up, I was just sitting on the bus in elementary school. There's nothing happened. Nobody was talking to me. I was no trauma, no huge event. It was bringing it up because I developed this feeling or this belief that I'm just not like everybody else. And everybody else seemed to be just kind of doing the bus time and doing school just fine. I always felt awkward and weird. Isn't that interesting? So I was in a session as a client and something super benign came up. And a lot of times that's true. So during the session, we're doing the detective work. And then we're discovering what beliefs were created in these memories that your mind is showing you is the root cause of your issue. Then once you understand it, then you can retrain your perception about whatever it is. Because you developed that belief maybe when you were 7 or when you were 13 or when you were 15 or 25. It's not always childhood. It could be, like I said last week. But a lot of times it is childhood because our brain isn't developed yet. And we've attached a meaning that doesn't serve us and is not true as an adult as we are now. So once we discover that, then you're open to suggestions because you're in the relaxed state and you can reframe it. I like reframe, but I like retrain. We're retraining our brain to change the perception. We're changing the story. We're changing the meaning, and you're open to it. Because as soon as you understand it, just like this huge light bulb goes off. You're like, oh my gosh, I never realized why I did this. I never realized why I had these feelings or this habit that I wanted to break, or why do I have this anxiety? And you go, boom, your brain shows you exactly where it came from. You're like, it makes total sense. And then does that belief, that story that I created back when I was 4, is that even me anymore? Like, I have a client who is from Mexico. She moved to this country 7 years ago. She started her own business. She's fluent in freaking English. And she started her own business in another country 2 years ago. And she came to me because she had anxiety for speaking English. And her English is amazing. So when she was calling me, it's kind of not, I'm just curious. It's a curious thing. As for me, in my perception, I think it's freaking amazing. Can you imagine just moving to Russia and just like learning Russian and just like starting a business in Russia? That's what she did. That's insane, right? I mean, just that, all of those accomplishments leading up to this day are incredible. She should be extremely proud of herself. Yet she was feeling anxiety about reaching out to people or answering the phone. She has anxiety about her English, which is amazing. So she had built all of these stories along over the years, and that she just didn't try hard enough, or she didn't put in the effort that she thought. And as we were doing the discovery, it wasn't that at all. It was that she demonstrated her English in front of her family and she couldn't remember the words and she stumbled. And really what the root cause was, it wasn't the words themselves. It was what she perceived to be as people judging her. So she's walking around thinking every single person is a judge. Like we all have a flip chart and we're looking to see if she pronounced the word wrong or she used the wrong syntax or she can't remember a word. And so when she's in the hypnosis state and she's relaxed, she is suggestible. She just went, oh my gosh, that's really what it is. And so then we can retrain the perception of that story. And we can remember all the times that she's said everything perfectly. All of the people that are native Spanish speakers that miss words and they say the wrong things. All the native English speakers that miss words. How many times have I can't remember the word. It happens all the time. Or I say the wrong word or I spelled something wrong. I've been speaking English for 50 years. And so when you're in that relaxed state, she was like, that totally makes sense. That is the truth. She was able to let go of the previous belief, let go of that belief that everybody's judging her, and now install the belief that she's so brave, she's so courageous, people love her, and she loves people. She loves to talk to them. If she was in Mexico, she'd just be talking to everybody, but because she's here, even though she's fluent in English, she was able to let go of that anxiety and she feels amazing. She's doing incredible. She's an incredible woman. So after the session, I record the personalized recording, the transformation recording, which solidifies the new beliefs. It solidifies, like for her, I am so brave. I love people. I love serving people. I love it when the phone rings because I'm excited to get to know the person and maybe I can help them with my business. And you're re-strengthening. You're just going down that same neural pathway over and over and over again. So after the session takes about 90 minutes to 2 hours. Sometimes it's a little bit shorter or a little bit longer, but I just plan on 2 hours. Depends on how much I talk at the beginning and how much you want to talk. And then after the session, I send you the recording and then you listen to it every single day. Listen to it for 30 days because the mind loves repetition. That's the only way it learns. So you'll find the relief from just understanding why you have this issue, where it came from, what the root of it is. Then you're able to let it go and then install the feelings, the beliefs, and that are true. Those beliefs are true. In this instance, she is amazing. She is brave. How courageous it is to move to another country. How incredible it is that she started her own business. And her English is amazing. And she loves people, so she loves talking to people. She's able to shed those old beliefs, install the new ones, strengthen them every single day, and be able to be calm and confident and build friendships in English to us English native speakers. And that's what's possible. Isn't that beautiful? So that's what the whole session looks like before, during, and after. If you have any other questions, please hit me up. Love you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for being here and listening to my show. If you got any value at all, it would mean the world if you shared it and left a review. Remember, the only way to create the life you love is to take it one day at a time. Create today. God bless you.